Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from heart. So I said I'd be coming back with a second bonus reading, and I've decided to do a love reading via the Gypsy Tarot spread. The first bonus was how your ex feels about you, which has been done, and you've already got your September readings up. I did that about a couple of weeks ago. So what I've decided to try and do is record every fortnight. So you know, you'll get your October readings mid-September, so you get time to digest within that 2 weeks October's energies, and then you'll also get mid-October, beginning of October, sorry, you'll get a bonus reading. So this is sort of near the beginning of September. This is your second bonus reading though. So, but starting from September wise, you get your forthcoming month 2 weeks early, and you also get the beginning of that month a bonus reading. Okay, that's the way I like to do it. So this is anyway your bonus reading, second bonus reading for September, and this is the Gypsy Tarot. Now for those of you who have never seen a Gypsy Tarot being done, people do it in all sorts of ways. How I do it is 7 columns, 3 rows. The columns are your mental and emotional, what you're experiencing in the present concerning love, your hopes, desire in column 3, column 4 is your expectations to do with love, column 5 is the your hidden aspects, so what you can't see coming in. Column 6 is the immediate future, and column 7 will be the overall outcome for the month concerning your love lives. And this can be whether you're single, whether you're with someone, it just depends on what shows up. For this reading, we are using the Ciro Marchetti, one of my favourite decks for sure. Tarot of Dreams, just absolutely gorgeous. Love this deck. Beautiful. And let's get started. So, Universe Spirit, what do you see for Aquarius for the month of September in terms of love in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread? What do you see? Okay, sorry, if a card flips out, I always put it back in because that's why I was taught. What do you see coming in? Could be commitment because the Hierophant jumped out there, so we'll keep a note of that. What do you see in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread coming in for love for Aquarius in the month of September 2018? Show me. Right, let's place down the cards then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. Let's try and get these so they look more even. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on around the mental and emotional. Well, what's it about? The 6 of Coins. So this is about somebody who's giving to you, because on this 6 of Coins from Ciro Marchetti, it's only one person, and you can blatantly see somebody's giving. So this could be you, but this could also be the other person. So I think the situation is about somebody who is giving you something. Usually the 6 of Coins is material. So somebody can be giving you money. Somebody can be taking you out for meals with that 6 of Coins. Or somebody's just showing, you know, generosity. Could be you that's doing this. How do you feel about that mentally and emotionally, Aquarius? The Knight of Swords. I think for some of you guys there's an air of restlessness with the Knight of Swords energy, because mentally and emotionally with the Knight of Swords, how you'd probably explain that card, how you feel mentally with the Knight of Swords, you might feel geared up with the Knight of Swords energy, and emotionally to me this just looks like restlessness. So I do feel that there's an air of restlessness. We'll see what it is though about. What's this about? The 4 of Coins. Okay, you feel restless because of the 4 of Coins. I get the impression, because whenever I look at this 4 of Coins, this looks to me like somebody who's trying to seduce. Now, remember with the tarot, you learn the tarot by learning its meanings. Yes, of course you do. Every tarot reader has got to know generally what every single card means. Even if, as a tarot reader, you only know 2 meanings, you've got to know something with the cards. You've got to know something. But also remember, I always use pictured cards because pictures speak to me in the tarot. So I read visually, I buy the pictures. I never buy tarot cards that have squiggly pictures on them and abstract pictures. It may, you know, then I have to just go by the general meanings, and I hate that. I like to see what's on the card. The Chira Marchetti Four of Coins looks to me like somebody who's trying to seduce another individual, because they've opened up the Four of Coins. They've opened up a treasure trove, and they're saying, look at what I got. Look at this. And I think that some of you guys do feel restless, because I think that it might be that you feel that somebody's trying to possess you here, or someone's trying to buy you. It almost feels like, and there is the gift card of this. So I think that this is somebody around you who's doing this. I think for some of you, Aquarians, somebody's giving you stuff. They're buying you stuff. They're giving you gifts with the Six of Coins. And I think mentally and emotionally, it does make you feel very, very restless. Because this person here with the Four of Coins energy, I think they're trying to seduce you. Even if you get a card like the Six of Cups, that can show somebody who's trying to seduce an individual by dangling a carrot. It's almost like somebody's trying to dangle a carrot in front of you. And we do have coin energy, which represents value and money, you know. And with the Four of Coins, this person doesn't have coins stuck to him, but he's showing you that he's got money. He's showing you that he's got something of value. So it's almost like this person's trying to buy you. It's almost like I get the impression that you've got you feel very, very awkward around an individual, because it feels like they want to own you, or they want to buy you with what they've got. Now, around the present situation, what you're experiencing Aquarius, the King of Swords, and this is you. Could be the person, but I think this is you, because the King of Swords is Aquarius energy. So I think that the situation is all about you guys thinking clearly about this situation. And around that, what are you experiencing around this clear thinking? Justice. Okay, so I think the clear thinking is really saying that you guys got to make a decision here with the Justice energy. And the reason for that is because of the Seven of Cups. I think that the situation is very vague. I think that also the situation for some of you guys might be very tempting, because the Seven of Cups represents temptation. And I also think that the situation for you guys is about having to make the right choice. But I think that some of you guys are very confused. So I think, you know, the King of Swords is the situation, you guys, the need to think clearly about the situation. And what you're experiencing is around that clear thinking of the King of Swords. So this is around your psyche, around your analysis of the situation, Aquarius. What you're experiencing is the need to balance this out. The need to, with the Justice energy, make that very important decision, because you're very confused with the Seven of Cups energy. It might also be that this person seems a little bit too good to be true with the Seven of Cups energy. You know, you've got different choices. Some of you guys might have choices for other people as well with the Seven of Cups. Now, around the hopes and desires, well, the situation is about the Four of Wands. You want to find, the situation is about a relationship that is stable, secure, loving, something that you can build on for the future with the Four of Wands energy. Now, your hopes around that Four of Wands, but this is also about opening a door to something that has the ability to grow and develop in the future. So around that, what is your hopes around that Four of Wands energy? I think that your hope would be to move forward with this, to pursue it, because Knights represent intentions. And when you've got the Knight of Wands energy, this can be to pursue. And we're looking at the Knight of Wands. Where is he facing, actually? He's facing into Justice. So your hopes would be to pursue, and we read Justice now a different way. So your hopes would be to pursue around, if you were to open this door, the situation is about opening the door, because I'm seeing an open door here. So the situation around your hopes, well, it's about opening the door to this. And your hopes would be, well, I would like to pursue this if this could bring me balance, or if this person was the right one. But the reason for that Knight of Wands is because, well, it's the Queen of Swords energy. And which I'm reading as you again. I think that you're highly analytical. You're thinking analytically about this. She doesn't have her hand out on this card either. So this is about clear thinking. So I think that with the Queen, I think also it's because you do have your drawbacks with the Queen of Swords. Because the Queen of Swords is a critical thinker. So I think it's because you do have your criticism. And also the sword is pointing towards the Seven of Cups. And when we get swords and cups like the moon, or cards like the moon or the Seven of Cups, which show confusion, this is all about dispelling the confusion. So here we have around your hopes, well, the situation is about opening this door up with this individual. And your hope would be, well, I'd like to pursue this if it could bring me balance and justice, because I'm feeling kind of critical about this, and I would like to dispel with this Queen of Swords energy all of this confusion that I feel around this person who wants to give to me, but I feel really uneasy and restless about this because it almost looks like they're trying to seduce me or they're trying to buy me, and it doesn't feel right. So something doesn't feel right, and I think that you do like this person, but it's their actions that don't feel right towards you. And the way that they go about doing it. It almost feels like this person wants to buy you as a piece of meat or a piece of property. Or maybe there's some deficiency within this individual. Maybe this person's got some insecurity things going on. And you're just a catalyst for their insecurities. What is the expectations? Well, the situation of the Seven of Wands in the reverse is about letting down your guard. So the situation is letting down your guard. If you let down your guard, what would you expect? The Seven of Swords. Well, you would expect probably to unearth some form of a deception here with this individual. That's why you don't trust them. Because the Seven of Swords is about a deceiver. So the situation around you, for your expectation is, well, if I let down my guard, I expect that I'm going to be deceived. Seven of Swords energy. I expect to unearth a deceiver. And the reason for that, maybe they're juggling other people. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands represents somebody who has two paths. I don't think this is you, I think it's them. You would expect to unearth a deceiver because they're not just looking at you, they're looking at others. But why are they trying to seduce you? Why are they trying to buy you? You're uneasy about what they're giving to you because the Four of Coins. Now, the Four of Coins is about value. But the Four of Coins isn't on the guy. He's just showing what he has. Interesting. We'll go back over that in a moment. I think that I don't think you trust someone here. I've got to be honest, Aquarius. I really just don't think you trust an individual. Just looking at the cards, I think there's a lack of trust here with an individual here. And I think that you would like to go for this person. I think you really would. If you feel that they were for you. If you feel that they could bring you balance and harmony. If you feel that they could be the right person for you with the Justice energy showing here. Because justice in a relationship is where you find the person, the soulmate. The person that balances your life in every area and vice versa. You'd love to go for them. You would hope, yeah, I could go for that. If this brought me a sense of justice. Because I need to dispel this confusion. The Queen of Swords looking into that. You know, facing off with the sword against the Seven of Cups. Around your hidden factors, what you can't see coming in. Well, there's a Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I feel that there is going to be a delay with this the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I think the situation with the Wheel of Fortune reverse means, for me, when it comes to love, the situation might be that you put a delay on this. There's a stop to this. There's a stop to the wheels churning in this relationship. Also, because wheels represent fate and destiny, you might be avoiding something concerning this individual. Around that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, what is it you will experience? Walking away. There you go, the Eight of Cups. I think a stop is put on this situation. It might be that outside energies come in to sabotage the situation, because remember, the Wheel of Fortune is very much about what the universe brings to us. So the universe might just do something here to delay this situation with this individual, in which what you'll experience is the Eight of Cups. Maybe this person walks away, maybe you do. But the reason for the Eight of Cups is, well, I think this is you. I think with the Five of Cups energy, you just give up on the situation. I think there's just too much that says to you, this is not right. You might walk away. Maybe this person disappoints you with the Five of Cups. Maybe that's where the wheel comes in when it's reversed. Maybe there are hitches and hold-ups and problems. Maybe this person gives up. One of you gives up and walks away from this situation, I find, as a hidden aspect coming in. This might not happen entirely in September. It might happen towards the end of September. But we've got the immediate future of what you will experience and see. You've got a Queen of Wands showing there Aquarius, so I think this is somebody else being the situation. Now, around that, what you're going to experience is a King of Wands. This This might not be another person. This might be you, your energy. You might be attracting in another individual here. A King of Wands energy, Aquarius. The reason for that King of Wands energy, well, it's the start of, it's a spark. You've got a connection, I think. I think it's the start of something else. He's not reversed, you see. So if this had been reversed, this King of Wands, you'd have experienced, for me, if you'd have experienced a King of Wands reversed, you'd have been experienced somebody who was a chameleon, totally changeable, because there's another person on the scene. And he's changeable because he's got an intention probably to start something with this other individual. But he doesn't show reversed, the King of Wands. Doesn't show in his worst light. So I can only probably read this as you and say that in the immediate future, I think that you guys are attracting. The Queen of Wands is attracting, but also the situation might be about an invite. Queen of Wands is an invite, so it might be you experiencing an invite. Around that, it might be from a King of Wands who wants to start something with you. The Magician, who feels attracted to you. The overall outcome, well, there you go. Situation is all about an offer of love, the Knight of Cups energy, the arrival of love, the arrival of a new relationship. Around that, what you'll experience is the world reversed, okay? So it's just at the beginning, I think, of this relationship, all right? Because the world reversed says, well, you're not going to hit the goal just yet because it's the arrival. This is something new. And I think around that, the overall outcome is this is something that's just getting going. It's not being accomplished just yet. This isn't someone that you know fully, but this is something that's just starting for you. And who knows where it's going to end. And the reason for that world reversed, well, there you go, the Ace of Coins. It's just the start of building with this individual. You're just starting to build some. I think there's new love for you in this area. I think there's somebody around you, but there's somebody you don't trust. I think there's somebody you don't trust, and I think you're the ones that end up walking away because the situation is all about the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You put a stop to this. You're not willing to move any way forward. The situation also, I think, with the Wheel of Fortune is in the hidden aspects that the situation is about this person not being your fate, not being your destiny. And you know this with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And therefore, around that, what you see coming in is you guys walking away, the Eight of Cups, because this situation is just too much. You're upset about it, but you really have to, contend and admit and accept, I think, with this Five of Cups, that this isn't going to work out. You just don't trust them. You just don't trust them. I think that you know that this person's a player. I'm reading the Four of Coins as this person a player because they're trying to seduce you with what they have. But it doesn't sit well with you. It just doesn't. And I think in the expectations is, well, if I let my guard down, I know I'm expecting that this person's going to deceive me because this person with the Two of Wands has other options. They're not just looking at me. They're probably looking at somebody else as well. I'm probably flavour of the month. And that Six of Coins can also be flavour of the month. So the situation might be that this... We'll read it again anyway. Let's have a quick look again, Aquarius, at this reading. I think for the month of September 2018, in your Gypsy Tarot spread, that the situation is about somebody who's showing you a lot of attention. I would now read this as somebody showing you attention, the Six of Coins. But I think that you're very restless around this. Mentally and emotionally, I see restlessness with the Knight of Swords energy. Because... the Four of Coins, I think, is this individual. This Four of Coins shows somebody who's a little bit too upfront. They're a little bit too eager and keen to show you what they've got. A lot of the stuff about this person, I think that you feel almost that this person lacks any type of depth. I get the impression that you feel that this person is very materialistic. Okay, this person is showing you exactly what it is that they desire. And I think in a way, Aquarius, it doesn't sit well with you, which is why you show as being mentally and emotionally the Knight of Swords energy. You want to probably exit the situation. You're very restless around it because in your present situation, this is you, the King of Swords. And you're doing a lot of clear thinking here, an assessment of this situation. And around that, you're experiencing justice, where you have to make a decision with the Justice energy. Because the situation is very confusing with this Seven of Cups energy. It's very tempting, but there's a lot of things that don't add up. There's a lot of things that are up in the air. There's a lot of confusion here for you. And I think that around your hidden, your hopes and desires, well, the situation is all about opening up the door to this situation with the Four of Wands, entering into this, whatever this relationship is with this individual. And I think that you would hope to, to pursue it because you're moving towards justice. So you would hope to pursue this situation because if it could bring you balance, if it was the right thing, you'd like to do it because you actually think this person's all right, they're nice looking, they're okay. But there's something about the way that they present themselves. And it could be because the Four of Coins is showing also, I've just thought about it, a presentation. He's presenting the coins to you. So he's presenting to you what he's worth, what his values are. He's showing you his values. And I think that you are restless because this person is showing you what they value. And that doesn't sit well with who you are, because I think that you value things in a different way to how this person values things. And that's what I think it's about. I think this person is showing you what their value is, and you don't like it. You would move forward. You would hope that you could move forward because there are things. You're moving towards justice because you do want a balanced, loving, complete relationship with the justice energy. But your hope would be to move forward because of the Queen of Swords. Because what you're analysing here with this Queen of Swords energy is that maybe, just maybe, if you cut through all of the fog off this individual, and I think the Seven of Cups also is them putting up an illusion and a facade. So you say, well, I'd love to move forward. I would hope I could move forward because, you know, with the Queen of Swords also, I'm inquisitive. I want to find out more about this individual. But if I could cut through all the bullshit that they give me in terms of what the values are they're showing to me, we could probably do something. We could probably have something. However, in your expectations, you say, well, if I let down my guard, Seven of Wands in the reverse, and if I surrender to this individual, I expect that this person's going to be a bit of a deceiver and a liar because I reckon that there's more to them than meets the eye. I reckon with this Two of Wands energy, they're probably not looking at me. They're probably looking at other individuals as well, you know, with this Two of Wands energy, because this can be the person who's following two paths. Now, around the hidden aspects, this will come to a standstill, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, either by your hands or destiny's hands, the universe's hands. And around that, what you'll experience is that you decide to walk away. But also what it is that you might discover, because the Eight of Cups is also a discovery card. Where is this guy's head facing? He's facing towards the moon. No, he's not facing towards the Seven of Swords. Even though his body's going there, his face is looking in another direction. So I feel that, you know, the hidden aspects of the situation is all about this situation coming to a halt. And around that, what you'll experience is either you're walking away or this person is, but I think that this is you walking away because your intuition, you're following your intuition with the moon energy, okay, because of the Five of Cups. You're unhappy with this. You're not happy with this person. This person, there's something about them, what they show to you, it doesn't sit well with what your own belief system is. You just don't trust who they are. They might be too flash as a person. They might show you that their value is all in money or their value is all in appearance. Coins represent physical appearance. They represent the human body. They might show that their value is all in, you know, how you look or in how they look or what car they drive or whatever it is. But you don't, it doesn't sit well with you. Their values don't. And therefore you say, look, you know, hidden aspects, what's coming in, I'm going to walk away from this because I'm unhappy with it. The Five of Cups. You know, I've got a real headache. She's got her hand on her head. You know, this is doing my head in, the whole thing. You know, we could have this Two of Cups, you think in the back of your head, but the Three of Cups is in front of you. We don't gel. We don't have a shared feeling. Or I don't share this person's feelings. Or we don't have that shared connection. Or I don't feel that shared connection with the Three of Cups in the reverse here. And therefore, in the immediate future, I think this is your energy. I don't think it's them. I think it's you. I think the situation with this Queen of Wands is all about you being invited. You might be being invited by a King of Wands out because they want to get to know you. They have an intention to start something with you. There's a spark. Or you're just attracting in this individual here because there's a great spark between you with this Magician energy showing here. You might even, you know, be invited to a show. Magicians can show showmen. So it might be that you're invited by a King of Wands to a show, the Magician energy. The overall outcome shows a new romance on the cards. The situation is all about the delivery and the arrival of a new romance. The Knight of Cups energy. One in which the overall outcome is you're just at the start of your journey, really, with the world of the reverse. You know, you don't really know what's going to happen. Nothing's been accomplished or finalised here. But you're just at the start of something because I think that you're starting to plant some new seeds and you want to see them grow with the Ace of Coins. This isn't the start of a commitment by any you know, by any stretch of the imagination, but you're planting a seed here with the Ace of Coins. It's something new. It's something that is in the development stages, which is what Ace of Coins is to me. So I feel that, you know, the overall outcome is you haven't accomplished, you know, the love of a lifetime yet, but there's certainly something to get excited about for some of you Aquarians with these energies here, with a new person. The arrival of a new relationship, around that the overall outcome is you've not accomplished everything just yet, and you don't need to, it's new. Because this is just a new thing. This is a new relationship that's being developed. It's in the developmental stages and it's right at the beginning. But you're starting to develop something with somebody else. Okay? So I'm seeing really on the cards for you, Aquarians, just options, really. One person that you really do have an option with but doesn't sit well with you because of their values that they hold and who they are as a person. But the other person, I think, will be of real interest to you. Okay, but you're just at the start, so you're just taking it easy. It's nothing to get too serious about. You're just at the start of the development. You're just developing this thing. It's the ace. It's the seed. It's small. So it's a small development with this individual, and nothing is finalised here. But it's because it's in the developmental stages with the Ace of Coins. It's a nice reading. So, come say, come sa. 1 in, 1 out for Aquarians, okay, in the month of September 2018. That's your reading, guys. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will speak to you guys mid-September for your October readings. Take care. Bye-bye.